Like yesterday, really didn't vlog. I love Mondays. Love Mondays because we don't do anything. I don't have to pick anybody up. I don't have to take anybody anywhere. So it's like Mondays I get a lot done. I got a lot done yesterday. I fully cleaned the kitchen. I never and packed the pantry. I have not been able to do that. And then of course we have the unexpected surprise of a squash plant randomly over here next to the pool. So I barely ever water it. And I don't even really do anything with this plant, and this is like the best plant out of everything. It's hilarious. But all right, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys like this all vlog because Paul's actually been home working, and guys, when he's home working, let me tell you, it's like do with the mouth. So I'm trying to get work done and he talks to me. Okay, so we're actually, if you hear that noise, Mason is playing with bubbles right now. So we're actually outside. Everybody's at work and school except for Mason. I got it in my mouth. So he goes to school in a little bit. So right now him and I are outside in the backyard, and I'm starting to clean the backyard. So it's still warm. It's still warm. We're in the 80s all week. Definitely pool weather. However, I don't think we're gonna be going in the pool. I mean, probably should get ready to go ahead and schedule a closing because I don't think we're gonna, you know, it's so hard during the week to go in the pool with the kids with their activities. Like yesterday, really didn't vlog. I love Mondays. Love Mondays because we don't do anything. I don't have to pick anybody up. I don't have to take anybody anywhere. So it's like Mondays I get a lot done. I got a lot done yesterday. I fully cleaned the kitchen. I never and packed the pantry. I have not been able to do that. I always would like fully clean the kitchen on Mondays and then probably pack whatever's the pantry. But I got it all done, so I was so excited. And my sister-in-law bought a new house, so Paul and I decided to go check it out. And then of course she wasn't home. We were gonna go ahead and surprise her, so we went out for pizza, me and him. Still was under my calories, which was really good, and still good on my protein. So that's been working out really well. Mason, that skull one you can throw out now. We're trying to like go through the bubbles, and like we have all these extra stuff. Like I'm not kidding, we have enough for like probably like 40 kids worth of bubbles, and so I'm trying to like have him throw stuff out when we don't really need to keep it, except I do want to keep like the big stuff. So yesterday I didn't get a chance to vlog because I was just like boom. I was gonna make dinner yesterday and I just didn't. All of a sudden it was like 6 o'clock and I was like, so I'm gonna meal prep. You guys are gonna see some meal prepping. I'm gonna, when he leaves, I'm gonna go ahead and prep some meals. And I think what I thought to myself is at least, maybe not so much Mondays, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Wednesdays I'm like completely in the car, that I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do something in the, don't do that on the ground because that'll rip the little spongy thing. Wednesdays are gonna be crock pot day, so I'm gonna make meals for Tuesdays and Thursdays, and maybe bonus for Mondays because Mondays sometimes we do leftovers. And I'm going to meal prep dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in containers like I would do for lunch or whatever, and you know, if we go out, we go out. If we stay in, I just grab the dish, heat it up, and boom, it's done. I think that's gonna be a lot easier, especially during the week when we have two babies. So I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. So I've been, I spray just like I would do every single morning in the summer. Is I hose all this down, hose back there, I water the plants, there's mint over there, so I water the mint, I clean up over here, and then I go ahead and I spray all the lounge chairs, unless it looks like it's gonna rain, of all the bird poop, because it's crazy. We have amount of birds, because it's so warm out that even though we're not gonna be going in the pool, I want to still tan. I tanned for 20 minutes yesterday. It was nice to have like my energy drink. Give me 1 second. And because I need 2 hands to open that. It was nice to go ahead and just relax for 20 minutes outside and soak up some sun. I like really do like the sun, but I wanted to show you guys what a disaster I have with the plants right now. Mason's over here trying to put bubbles. I had I couldn't do that with one hand. So I didn't want to get the vlog all bubbly, right? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so I've been over here with a bunch of weeds. So my friend gave me a pot of mint and it's coming back, and she said actually if we plant it, it should really bloom. So I was thinking of planting it in here because this thing is flipping heavy. So I have to clean that up. I'm not going to do that today, but that's one of the things I want to do. The flower that I put in here came back, so that's nice. But yeah, so I got this disaster going on. I wanted to put like that stuff. I just stepped on something sharp. I want to put that stuff in the shed, because obviously you're probably not going to be doing too much pool. They were over here. I obviously cleaned that all up. But actually, before I show you these ones, here is my basil. It's coming back. Like, look at these flowers. I gotta go ahead and trim this a little bit, but there is some basil that is still on here. So I've just been watering this. I'm like, not gonna lie, I'm kind of shocked. But it is, like I said, it's been in the 80s. So I think we got another spring of plants popping up. So this currently is my plant disaster. You guys are probably like, Carrie, didn't you buy planter boxes? Yes, we bought planter boxes. I was supposed to put them together before we left for vacation. It was super, super hot and we just ran out of time, so I never put them together. So I'm gonna open the boxes right now. Hopefully they're not broke. Got them on Amazon. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and either, oh no, are you okay? He scared me. He just, the grill scrubber is on the garbage can outside and he just dropped it. I thought he fell. Okay. So I'm going to, maybe put them together, or at least maybe put all the pieces out of the box into the shed and just have it ready for tomorrow. Or for next year. Because the problem is, Paul wanted me to make them and then he was going to put them over here. But I go, how can you put them over here? This is like future hot tub slab. I go, how could you put them over there when we got all this wood and we got all this wood and we got all, I'm like, there's no way. So I think that was another reason why I kind of like backed off from doing that. But we have the oregano over here. Again, they're getting to be coming back. It was like completely fried, and then now I've got this much of a oregano. Which I might pluck it, and I might, what's the word I'm looking for? Make it like, not fresh, make it, like the dry, so we don't waste it, because I don't really go through oregano that much. But here is the plants. Obviously the, what are those? The beefsteak tomatoes are like that, but now I'm getting more. So I'm like, I don't know. Then we got the cherry tomatoes, and then Roma. The Roma never took. But then I got a couple cherry tomatoes. We barely got any cherry tomatoes. We had a beautiful jalapeno plant. Guys, look how bad that is. They were all red. But now we got these 3. So I'm gonna actually cut these off. By no means do I have a green thumb. Like I don't even know. Peppers, they never took. Cilantro, gone. But over here there's a green pepper. So I think I'm gonna throw all of this out. The 3 out of the 4, so we can keep that, and then I think I might throw out the Roma and cut this down, and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I want to cut the bad ones off or just, I don't know. I don't see anything else growing, but that's what I'm going to be hopefully working on today. And then of course we have the unexpected surprise of a squash plant randomly over here next to the pool. So I barely ever water it. And I don't even really do anything with this plant, and this is like the best plant out of everything. It's hilarious. But last time I counted, there was about 15 squash in there. There's way more now. To like try to climb on this. Look at all this squash. So I think this one right there I can cut. I don't know, maybe when it starts getting bumpy like that, that's good to go ahead and good to, you know, they're ready to go. But there's, you know, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and then there's some over here. 13 over there. I think I missed some too. 13. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's a lot of squash, so that's crazy. So that's all the plants. So I feel like you don't do anything to the plants, and this is what you get. And then I was overly taking care of those ones, and then they're a hot mess and garbage. Well, I can't even walk up the stairs because somebody's blocking me. Huh? You blocking me? All right, so Nathan went to school, and I did a few things. So I trimmed on, oh, I actually forgot one. Right smack dab in the middle. I actually trimmed the basil. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more before the, you know, the season's done and all the warmthness is gone. And then I, of course, I already cleaned all this, and then I have to do it again. And I threw out some plants. So I threw out the 3 cilantro that are just basically were dirt. The 3 peppers, kept 1. I threw away, I think that was actually a cherry tomato. I think I had, I don't think both, I know 1 was cherry and, or 2 were cherry and 1 was Roma, but I believe the one that was over there was a cherry one. So now I have 1 of each. So I'm just gonna leave those, see what happens. I did cut all the green jalapenos off. I don't want to touch those red ones right now. I'm just gonna let it be. See if we got any more. I don't see any flowers, but then I'll just throw it out. And then I kept this one because we got some big ones coming up here. I, of course, you know, oregano's still over here. And then I put away in the shed all the pool floaties, so that's gone over here. I took this flower out of that big one that I'm going to show you, and I just put it here for now. Do I want to keep it? It was a Girl Scout thing for Bella, so if it, you know, whatever, if it goes, it goes. And then I cleaned out in here. So I took out all the weeds, planted the mint, cut all the dead pieces off the mint. So hopefully we'll get more mint. Now I know my friend told me that you plant it and then it should come back next year. So hopefully this whole thing will be filled with mint. And she said mint grows absolutely crazy. But I will tell you that we've been in this house for almost 5 years, okay? We, on our condo balcony, planted a bunch of different plants, seasonings wise. So we had oregano, basil, sage, thyme. We brought them here. The thyme and the sage were the only 2 that actually will last all year round. One of the landscapers thought the thyme was a weed, so ripped it out, but we still have the sage plant. Wait till you guys see this. This whole thing is sage. Isn't that crazy? So, I mean, it's beautiful, and this stays all winter too. I don't take care of it. I don't do anything. I don't water it. Nothing. It just stays there. So originally, this is where we had our garden area, and very annoyed by the landscapers who, if you haven't been with us for a while, redid a lot of our stuff and basically blew us off. Did not finish what they were supposed to do. Because they didn't charge enough. And Paul's like, well, what do you need to, you know, to get this thing going? And the guy was pretty nasty. So I'm like, whatever, it's better that, you know, he's gone. He took all these rocks that were from, if you guys didn't know, we had a tree right over there. You can kind of see like the different color green right there. All the rocks were there. We obviously got rid of all the trees and dumped all the rocks here. All here. And I told Paul, and then actually took those and put those over there as well. I'm like, Paul, I'm like, how am I supposed to have my garden if they did what they did here? So they were supposed to go ahead and move all these rocks. Obviously never did, because obviously it was their mistake, and then they went, you know, fix their mistake. So yeah, so I think for next year what we're going to do is I'm going to plan, I'm going to write in my planner that I have when I want to start looking at plants or planting seeds, whatever, and then I'm going to try to stick to that plan. Not that I have like 3.5 hours with no kids at home. It's actually a lot easier. It's actually a lot easier to get things done. So, not that I don't want the kids home. I love when the kids are home, but it's just, it's a lot easier. So I just like, even though like Mason is very, very independent, I still like, it's so quiet and he's just watching TV. So quiet. I have to check on him like constantly. So I stop doing what I'm going to do, and then I go ahead and I check on him, and then by the time I get back started, it was just a repeat cycle. So now that I know nobody's home besides Barkley, I literally can work 2-3 hours straight without having to really worry. So it's nice, but yeah, so I got plans for next year for this garden. I'm gonna go ahead and put those planting boxes hopefully in the shed just to go ahead and get them out of the house. And then I'm going to probably meal prep. Okay guys, so I literally thought that this was weird, that it had bumps on there being a squash. And you saw the other ones, like they were perfectly yellow and then randomly the bumps popped up. That's what we thought it was a squash. So I looked up online, can you eat wild squash? And it said, if you did not plant the squash, do not eat it because it could be toxic. I was like, okay, so I'm not eating this anymore. So when I looked up images, I saw this one. Sure enough, I think it's a gourd. And Paul's like, oh, that's awesome. That's even better because now we have a bunch of decorations for the fall. So pretty sure this is a gourd. All right, so this is what we're having for dinner tonight. So I did my famous chicken in the air fryer. And I could hear Bella singing. She just kind of distracted me for a second. I was like, what? So yeah, so 4 ounces of chicken. And then I roasted Brussels sprouts, bunch of different seasonings, and then I just put it in our conventional oven at 400 for 25 minutes. So low cal, high protein. It looks really good. All right, so it is crazy double dance day today. So I am really trying to stick with doing crock-pot recipes. So I actually already started making this. In here, it's already, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's beef stew. It is a packet of au jus. It's a packet of brown gravy, a little bit of water. I mixed it and was getting to be a little bit, like the sauce was kind of getting, disappearing. There we go. So I put a little bit of beef broth in there because I want to go ahead and have gravy, of course. And then I'm cooking egg noodles right now, and I'm gonna throw the egg noodles in there, and boom, 6 servings. I'm gonna separate them into containers, and we're gonna have this for dinner. All right, so this is what it looks like. So this is crock pot beef and noodles. So I already separated, obviously it's 6 servings, so I separated into 6 bowls with the new meal prep containers I got. And I measured it, so they're all pretty much equal. So it's nice, even though it's already, the kids are coming home from school right now. I'm gonna let these cool down a little bit more because I don't like to close lids when they're still really, really hot. I'll snap these and then we will eat this later sometime, you know, when we're driving back and forth from dance. So, I don't know if I'm always gonna do this on Crock-Pot Wednesdays, but it actually cooked pretty fast, faster than I thought. So that's why I had this, but it's, you know, I had to go ahead and make it into 6 equal servings. So these containers are microwavable, dishwasher, but I always hand wash this kind of stuff anyways, and freezer. You can put this in the freezer as well. So, but that is dinner for today. All right, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys like this all vlog because Paul's actually been home working, and guys, when he's home working, let me tell you, it's like with the mouth. So I'm trying to get work done and he talks to me, and then I don't get as much as I want done. But this week wasn't that bad. When he was home yesterday, and so I haven't meal prepped like everything I wanted to. I wanted to meal prep some breakfast bowls, but it's okay because we were gonna end up eating them yesterday. So I started chopping. So when he was chit-chatting with me about things, I actually started chopping a bunch of green peppers for meal prepping. So at least I was still doing stuff right by him. So it's like, at least if I have to chop something, that's a really good thing. If he ends up home and he is, you know, working and doing paperwork and stuff like that. So meal prepping this week, I feel like this is awesome. I was telling Paul, like, you saw those containers for the crock pot beef and noodles. It was so good. I would have wanted a little bit more gravy. So I might experiment and do maybe 2 packets of each one. I haven't decided yet. Because I liked the texture. So I made 6, you saw. I put all 6 in the fridge, even though we were having it for dinner yesterday. but I just left it in the fridge until it was time to eat. So me, Bella, and Paul had it for dinner. Riley had some more of the leftovers, and Mason was still not feeling so well, so he wanted some soup, so I gave him some soup. So I have 3 of those meals still in the fridge for anybody who wants it. I was telling Riley. So I really do like these containers, so I want to talk to you guys about these containers. It's by Benchgo, I think that's how you say it. So I find with these are probably for the crock pot, so solid ones, or even making salads, but I have other salad containers that I use that are from Panera that I actually reuse. So this is 4 cups in here, and then it also came with one like this. This is a cup, this is 2 cups, and then it came also with one like this. So these are a cup each, and then this is 2 cups. So I'm trying to figure this out. If I do anything, like I was gonna make breakfast bowls, I don't want to put a scramble in here because it's got to go in the microwave. I'd rather use the glass containers I got. So I was thinking anything with the glass or something that needs to be baked, because these can only go in the microwave, where the glass ones can go in the microwave or be baked. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I'm gonna do. But for crock pot, definitely are gonna separate the meals into this. So single serving meals, I didn't mind us eating during the week. I don't mind eating on stuff like this. It's just, it's convenient. It really did help this past couple days. So I was thinking for something like this, I was gonna make some meals with maybe like some salmon or some kind of protein here, and then maybe some vegetables here, and then maybe some rice here, or double vegetables. But then of course, then you can always do this with the protein here and vegetables in here as well. So I was thinking of kind of doing that too. So say for example, okay, so today's the end of our weekly vlog. So I have meals already in there, and I'm still planning on making meal prepping. I'm gonna be meal prepping taco bowls. I actually am about to dice up some potatoes, and I'm gonna put them, I believe, in like those little 4, I think I'm gonna put them in like the little circular ones. I'm not gonna do it in the glass ones. So I'm gonna still meal prep. By chance, like sometimes when Bella just has dance, Paul and I go get something to eat if he's with me. So if by chance we do that, I still have food in there, and you can use that food again for what I do is Fast Food Friday. So that stuff would be quick and easy to go in the microwave, and then there's a variety of stuff. So I still have a plan, and even like Mondays we have nothing, and you saw like the Monday this week, Paul wanted to go see his sister's new house. So since we were out, he's like, let's go get something to eat. I didn't make dinner, but if I did, they would have already been prepped in these containers. So if we came home, boom, we would have had stuff or not. So it was really nice. So like I said, these are good for prepping stuff like that. Nothing I would say that would need to go like that you would really want like in the microwave, like or in the oven. Like I'm gonna make some like enchiladas and stuff like that, but I want that to be baked. So I'm gonna put those in glass ones. So here's these. Now my only problem is I don't know where I'm gonna stick all these. So they come like this, and there's 10, and they're very stackable. But I just feel like, I don't know if I'm gonna put them in the drawers. I really do have to redo my kitchen. For those of you who don't know, Paul is getting me a bench with extra storage underneath, and I'm kind of been like waiting on it because what's it called? I feel like if I start to organize and then get the bench, I'm gonna have to reorganize, and it's just a double thing that I just don't want to do. I don't want to waste like time. I have other things that I need to do. But I mean, here's the big one. So I have one more cabinet that needs shelves because I need like the little pins. We ran out, and then I could put it up there, but normally my Tupperware is in drawers. What do you guys do? Where do you guys put stuff like this? And it's not so much this one because this one's not glass. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the glass ones. I have 10 of each. I have one that's like solid glass, and then I have one that has the line down the middle, so it's like 2 containers, and I don't want to stack them. I don't know if I should put them in the laundry room on my counter. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So that's my dilemma right now. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna be doing with these. Like I said, I'm gonna still meal prep today. And then I had another idea. So I have these ones right here. And these are supposed to be really good for snacks. I'll show you the one pink one right here. There is 4 here. Mason had a Lunchable for lunch today. And I looked at my containers, and I'm like, instead of putting snacks in here, like maybe like M&Ms with peanuts or a little fruit, just whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna make Lunchables for them. So I have 8 of them for If Bella needs a lunch for school, boom, it's already done. So it'd be perfect to go ahead and chop some cheese up, chop some meat up, crackers, and then a sweet treat. So my mind went spinning like normal. And so now I have lunch bowls that I'm gonna be baking. And Mason thought that was a really, really cool idea. So I'm gonna be prepping that as well. Probably not this week. I'm probably gonna start this like next week. But even so, for like Saturdays and Sundays, instead of the kids taking time to make a sandwich, boom, I already have Lunchables made for them. So that's what's been going on. Mason just left for school, so I have like 3 hours. 3 hours before I have to get him. And I'm gonna really try to get a lot done in these 3 hours. Paul left, he had to run some errands, so I'm by myself with Barkley, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be getting a lot done when he's not home and it's super quiet in this house. And my towels are done. So I've been washing like crazy. So yes, I'm gonna do that. And then I'll show you guys the other meals that I do today for meal prepping, which I have not decided if I want, like this is just me just prepping meals every single day. I'm probably gonna prep on Sunday, Monday. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna be prepping one of those 2 days. But I'm just right now just trying to feel out like what I'm gonna be doing for a system for meal prepping. All right, so here is what we are gonna have for dinner tonight. So I just got done meal prepping 4 of them. That one that you just saw has a little bit of extra tomatoes on there because I literally could not get the whole thing in the container for like in the Tupperware. So I was like, I'll just put a little bit on top. It's not a big deal. It's not many calories. So these are taco bowls. So basically on the bottom, I have diced potatoes that I put in the air fryer, followed by the taco meat, which has taco meat, Greek yogurt, diced tomatoes with the green chilies, refried beans, and I feel like there's, oh, and some cheese in there. And then I cook that onto the stovetop, put it on top of this, separate it into 4s, because this is enough for 4 servings. And then you can put some nacho cheese on top, about 2 tablespoons, and then I put a little bit of sprinkled cheese on there. I tried it, it's really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and start posting the step-by-step recipes on my TikTok and Instagram. So make sure you guys are following me along on there as well. So yeah, so nice taco. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I just had a protein bar. So calories are about in the 600s, but what's really nice is I'm really trying, my goal is 1,200 calories a day, and I already hit it. So I had my protein shake for breakfast after I worked out. Then for lunch, I really wasn't that hungry because I'm, you know, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I'm running around like crazy. So I just had a protein bar, which gave me my protein. I try to do 100 grams of protein a day, and it just got me over that 100, and it just got me shy under, I think I'm at like 1050 something for my calories today, because I already include this for dinner. So normally what I do is I count my protein shake, count what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then that'll tell me what I'm gonna have for lunch. If I'm gonna have a protein bar, or if I'm actually gonna make something for lunch, or if I'm just gonna have like some turkey sticks with some cheese, or a half a cup of cottage cheese I've been doing, just whatever that's just gonna, you know, put smack dab in the middle. It's so far been working. So yeah, so like I said, these are the taco bell. Man, guys, I cannot talk right now after eating that protein bar. These are the taco bowls, and definitely gonna be good for dinner. This is so cute. She literally asked me to go outside just so she could just lay there and soak up some sun. Here she comes.